Hi, my name is Nur Izzah Barina binti Muhammad Nizam. My student ID is 2023602108. So the first one is introduction. Bagus Bakery does an online business which is for baking. The customer will use a phone call or messaging app to reserve their items. Both sides may have trouble with this. Prior to this, the customer had to give the company a call or send a text message to place an order for the items. Due to the procedure they follow and the fact that employees are putting in more labor, this will also take longer. On the other hand, the consumer may simply make an order based on our new database system, and it will be simpler for the employees to tag order and track sales. Next, background. Bagus Bakery is an online business that provides items for baking. This company has been operating since 1 February 2025. Bagus began as a tiny company and has since grown to become one of the market's most successful online markets. So, the next case study. Current system description. The company's current system is time, full consuming, and ineffective. Customers who want to buy the item must call or text, and the staff will make their reservation. The staff will proceed with the booking of an appointment once it has been confirmed. Next, current system problem. The difficulty with the existing system is that it will take time for the customer to contact the staff in charge to make a reservation because it is done by phone call. Aside from harming their monthly sales, the work done by the staff also increases.
Assalamualaikum, I am Ku Muhammad Amin Ikhwan bin Muhammadiyah with matrix number 2023855574. I'm going to talk about the suggested solutions that my group has thought about. First, let's talk about the planning. The new database system allows customers to complete the forms as follows: customer's ID, customer's name, email, phone number, address, and passwords. After making a purchase, the customer can click on the day of their choice and the information is immediately entered into the company system. Since the order will be kept in a single database system, the staff can also efficiently track the booking. It will take less time for everyone involved in this procedure and will help the business track its monthly sales. Next, analysis. A new system that can facilitate faster and simpler work for staff and customers is replacing the previous system. Additionally, it is a user-friendly system that makes it simple for customers to book items. Lastly, implementation. The process of implementing a database is what allows Bagus Bakery to make improvements to its system, making it easier to record customers' information and more methodical. Customers can make reservation on the Bagus Bakery's website after the installed application has been released there. Next, I'm going to talk about the maintenance. Adaptive maintenance that has been impacted by a change in another area of the system is the implementation of modification to one part of the system, changes in environments such as hardware or operating systems, or the adapting software contained within adaptive software. The condition and influences acting on the system from the outside are referred to as the environment. In addition to action to improve system performance, proactive maintenance includes adding functional addition to the system even when the modifications are not suggested by default, and it also primarily deals with the modified user requirement or the implementation of new requirements. In day-to-day system operations, corrective maintenance is concerned with the remedy of flaws or problems. Error in software, design, code, and logic originate from defects. Bug reports submitted by users typically triggers the need for corrective maintenance.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Nuha Shaibah binti Wan ID Shukri. My matrix number is 2023601706. Next, I will talk about 3.0 ERD narrative. Here are a few examples of ERD narrative that we include in our business. For the first table, we have entity name is product. For the attribute name, we have product ID, agent ID, product name, product description, product price, and product quantity. For the first table, the primary key is product ID and the foreign key is agent ID. For the second table, we have entity's name is customer. For the attribute name, we have customer ID, customer name, customer email, customer's phone number, customer address, and customer password. For the last table, we have entity name is agent. For the attribute name, we have agent ID. agent name, agent email, and agent's phone number. In the second table, customer ID is primary key, and for the third table, primary key is agent ID.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Arif Iskandar bin Anwar. My matrix number is 2023-865-088. Now let me explain the entity relationship diagram for our database design. The first one, we have customer entity. Customer ID is the primary key that uniquely identifies each customer. Second one is address entity. Address ID is the primary key and it has a foreign key customer ID to link back to the customer table. The third one, we have orders entity. Each order has an order ID as a primary key and a foreign key customer ID to track who placed the order. The fourth one, we have order details entity. This serves as a bridge between orders and product. Next one, we have product entity. This contains detail about product being sold, including product ID, name, description, price, and quantity. Next, we have payment entity. It also references customer ID as a foreign key. Each payment has a unique payment ID and includes payment date, payment method, and amount. Next one, we have shipment entity. This tracks the delivery of orders with shipment ID as the primary key. And last one, we have agent entity. This stores details of delivery or sales agents, including agent ID, name, email, and phone number. In this section, we can see the relational database model, which represents how the tables from our ERD are implemented in a relational database. Each table corresponds to an entity into our ERD. Primary keys are underlined or marked as PK to show unique identifiers. Foreign keys marked as FK establish relationship between tables. For example, the customer ID in the orders table is a foreign key referencing the customer table, and the product ID in order details references the product table. Next, we move on to the 3NF table structure, which stands for third normal form. The first one, we have customer. Customer ID is a primary key. And the second one, we have agent. Agent ID is the primary key. Third one, we have address. Address ID is the primary key. Agent ID is a foreign key linking to the agent responsible for the area. Next, we have product. Product ID is the primary key. Each product is managed by an agent. Agent ID is a foreign key. Next, we have order. Order ID is the primary key. Customer ID is a foreign key linking to the other customer. Next, we have order details. This is a junction table with composite primary key, order ID and production ID. And then we have payment. Payment ID is the primary key. And last one, we have shipment. Shipment ID is the primary key, order ID is a foreign key linking to the shipment to an order.
Hello, my name is Aslam Adari bin Kudri and my matrix number is 2023815512. And I will be explaining for the number 5.0 about database system implementation. So for 5.1 is data definition language, which is the DDL, and for 5.1.1 is to create table statement. So next is we got address table and also product table. Here we also got order table and payment table. And lastly, we have shipment table and order details. For 5.1.2, it is to create view singles table. So here's other result. And next is 5.1.3. It's to create multiple view table. And here's is also the result. Next is 5.1.4 is to create view single table that is updatable. And here's is the result. And for 5.1.5 is to create multiple view table updatable. Unfortunately, for our system, we don't have the option to create number 5.1.5. So for 5.1.6 is the drop table statement. So here's other code. So for the result, the table shipment will be deleted. And for 5.1.7 is the alter table statement. We have the add column, alter column, and the drop column, and all of those are the result from the code. So next is the 5.2, which is the data manipulation language. So for the 5.2.1 is the insert into table statement. So next is 5.2.2, which is insert view table, and it is updatable, and here's other result. And for 5.2.3 is the update table statement. For 5.2.4 is the update view, which is updatable. And next is 5.2.5, which is the delete table statement. So for the next is 5.2.6, which is the select table statement with minimum 20 records for all tables, question, query statement and output. And here we got the A, which is the comparison operator. And for the B, we got the logical operator. And for the C, which is the special operator, where we got like, between and distinct. And for the D is the arithmetic function, which is the mathematic. And as you can see, this is the result after I put 50 under the production quantity. And for the next, we got E and F. For the E is for column function and grouping. And for the F, which is type 1 nested queries. For the G, which is type 2 nested queries for exist and not exist. And for the H, which is retrieve data from multiple table. And we got 5 queries. We got the number 1 and number 2. Next is we got number 3 and also number 4. And lastly, we got number 5. So lastly, we got 5.2.7, which is select statement for all view. We also got product agent, expensive product, and lastly, expensive order. For number 6 is system implementation. So on the left side, you can see all the tables and the queries. And for the right side, you can see the relationship for the tables.
Conclude, the improvement of the database system will positively affect staff day-to-day operation. Besides, the current system that is used by Bagus Bakery is a tried and true approach in which the customer must call or text to place an order for the bakery baked good and to make a reservation for consultation. This method is very time-consuming since a worker has to stop their work to answer the call, thus slowing down production and hurting monthly sales. By having this problem, the bakery decided to improve the current system to make day-to-day operation run more smoothly. By making a website which customer can simply place their order online, it can lessen the worker workload. The customer also can take their time to place an order and not feel rushed. The website also helps to record customer data effectively. Customer will find it easier to place their order online and the employees can focus on their work, all because of this new database system. The new and improved database system will make ordering more effective and less time consuming, thus making everyday tasks run more smoothly and at the same time lightening the staff workload.